If you're completely exhausted 2 minutes into every spin class, it's almost never because you're just out of shape. It's usually because you're riding with no breathing strategy, not enough resistance, too much tension in your upper body, or you're going way too hard before your body even has a chance to catch up. So before you blame your fitness, your lungs, your age, your bike, maybe even your playlist, or that one instructor that keeps saying one more push and then absolutely lies, let's fix what actually is happening. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why you're getting out of breath so fast on the bike and what you can do instead so you can ride longer, stronger, and way more in control. Hey, I'm Jen with Tufts Cycling, and today we're talking about something that happens to a lot of indoor cyclists, especially beginners, but honestly, even experienced riders do this too. You get on the bike, the music starts, the energy is high, and you're feeling hecka motivated. And then 2 minutes later, you're breathing like you're being chased through a parking lot. And the first thought is usually, wow, I am out of shape. But here's the thing. Getting winded early does not always mean that your cardiovascular fitness is terrible. A lot of the time, it means your pacing, resistance, breathing, and body position are working against you. So let's break this down. Point number 1, you start too hard, too soon. The first reason you get out of breath too fast is simple. You're starting the ride like it's the final sprint. Your body needs to warm up. Your heart rate needs time to climb. Your muscles need time to get blood flow. Your breathing needs time to settle into a rhythm. But a lot of riders hear the beat drop, panic, add resistance, start chasing the instructor, and suddenly they're at level 9 effort when the ride just started. That is not discipline, that is chaos in cycling shoes. Instead, think about the first 3 to 5 minutes as your runway. You are not trying to prove anything yet. You're getting your body online. A good warm-up should feel like you're working, but you should still be able to speak in short sentences. If you can't say a few words without gasping, you're probably too high too soon. So your first fix is this. Start at an effort level around 4 or 5 out of 10. 10 being really, really hard. Not easy, not lazy, just controlled. You want to feel your legs moving with purpose, but you do not want to be redlining before the ride even starts. Point number 2, too little resistance can make you more breathless. And this one surprises a lot of people. A lot of riders think, if I'm out of breath, I should take resistance off. Sometimes, yes, but not always. If your resistance is too light, your legs start spinning out of control. You bounce in the saddle, your hips get unstable, your upper body starts bracing, and your breathing gets frantic before your whole body is trying to manage the chaos. That can make you feel more breathless, not less. Resistance is not just there to make the ride harder. Resistance gives you control. Think of it like traction. If you were running on ice, you'd waste a ton of energy trying not to slip. Same thing on the bike. If there's no support under your pedal stroke, your body wastes energy trying to stabilize. So if you're bouncing, flailing, or feeling like your legs are running away from you, the answer might not be to take it down. The answer might be add just enough resistance to smooth out the pedal stroke. You should feel pressure under your feet the whole way around the circle. Not so heavy that you're grinding, but not so light that your legs feel detached from the bike. Point number 3, too much resistance too early will spike your heart rate. Now, the opposite is also true. If you crank the resistance too high too soon, especially during a climb, your muscles demand more oxygen quickly. Your heart rate jumps, your breathing gets heavy, and your legs start screaming before you've even found the rhythm. This is why I always say resistance should match the goal of the effort. A climb should feel strong and controlled. It should not feel like you're trying to move a refrigerator with your feet. If your cadence drops so much that you can't keep the rhythm, your hips are rocking, your upper body is pulling on the handlebars just to get the pedals around, that resistance is way too much for that moment. There's a difference between challenging and being unproductive. Challenge builds you, chaos just burns you out. Point number 4, you are holding way too much tension in your upper body. The next reason you may be getting out of breath too fast has nothing to do with your legs. It's your upper body. A lot of riders start gripping the handlebars for dear life. Shoulders creep up to their ears, jaw clenches, elbows lock, chest gets tight, and then they wonder why they can't breathe. If your upper body is tense, your breathing gets shallow. So do a quick scan. Drop your shoulders, soften your elbows, unclench your jaw, and let your hands be connected to the handlebars, not attacking them. Keep your chest open. Your legs are doing the work. Your handlebars are not a stress ball. When your upper body relaxes, your breathing has more room. And when your breathing has more room, your ride feels more controlled. And that brings me to point number 5. Your breathing is too shallow. So let's talk breathing. When effort increases, a lot of people start taking short, panicked breaths from the chest. That makes the body feel even more stressed. Instead, try to make your breathing intentional. You do not have to overcomplicate it. Just try this. Inhale for 2 pedal strokes, exhale for 2 pedal strokes. Or on the harder push, inhale for 2, exhale for 1 strong breath out. The exact pattern does not have to be perfect. The point is that you are giving your breathing a rhythm instead of letting it turn into panic mode. And here's a huge tip. Focus on the exhale. A strong exhale helps clear out air and makes room for a better inhale. A lot of people try to suck in more air, but they're not fully breathing out. So when things get hard, don't just think, I need more air. Think strong exhale, relax shoulders, steady rhythm. Point number 6, you're confusing hard with wrong. And this is actually pretty important. Being out of breath during a spin class is not automatically bad. You are supposed to breathe harder when the effort increases. That's normal. That's training. But there is a difference between this is challenging and I am completely out of control. And challenging effort feels like you're breathing hard, but you can manage it. Your legs are working, but you can keep form. You feel uncomfortable, but not panicked. You can recover when the effort comes down. An out of control effort feels like you can't catch your breath at all, your form falls apart, you're gripping the handlebars, you feel dizzy, panicky, or like you have to stop immediately. That's not your sign to back off. Definitely not your sign to quit, not to judge yourself, but your sign to adjust. Lower the resistance slightly, slower your cadence, sit tall, breathe, and rebuild. Smart riders adjust. They don't just suffer harder. So what's the real fix if you're getting out of breath way too fast? Number 1, start with the ride at a controlled effort. Let your body warm up. Number 2, use enough resistance to stay smooth and stable. Number 3, don't overload the resistance before your body is ready. Number 4, relax your upper body so your breathing has room. Number 5, breathe with rhythm and focus on a strong exhale. And last but not least, number 6, learn the difference between hard and out of control. That is where the magic is. Because the goal is not to avoid hard work. The goal is to stop wasting energy in the wrong places so you actually have more power where it counts. So the next time you get on the bike, I want you to try this. For the first few minutes, don't chase the hardest version of yourself. Chase the most controlled version. Smooth pedal stroke, relaxed shoulders, steady breath, enough resistance to support you. That's how you build endurance. That's how you ride stronger. And that's how you stop feeling like the bike is winning just 2 minutes into class. If this helped, let me know in the comments. Do you usually feel out of breath because your resistance is too heavy, too light, or because you start too fast? And if you want to practice this right away, I'll put a link to my next ride in the comments so you can try this and put this into action.